The number you have reached has been disconnected. The new number is...
The phone booth.
All right, welcome to it. We're doing it live tonight in the studio, as I said. Welcoming one Mr. Martin Rees, a.k.a. Krafty Kuts. Mate, how are you? I'm
good, thanks, guys. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. Thanks for coming in here, mate.
Pleasure.
On the midway through, or partway through, your Australian club tour. It's great to have you back here. Let's get back... You're back here for, our summer. It's about to kick off, even though it's a bit crappy weather, as we've been saying, unfortunately. I think it's been following around Sydney, the rain, and now it's here. Yeah. But how was your Northern Hemisphere summer for you?
It was awful.
Oh, really?
It really is, yeah. Every year the summer gets worse in England. We never have much sun at all. And then where it kind of starts early, like April, May time, and then for the rest of the year, it's just, you get a couple of odd days of sun, and that's about it. We never get anything over 30 degrees.
For a man that hasn't seen much sun, you've got a bit of a mean suntan, mate.
Yeah, that's all the travelling and a few nice warm days in Cairns before I played last week in Cairns, and then I had a couple of days in Sydney with the guys from Fuzzy Ming, who's a good friend of mine, and we just went out for some dinner and stuff like that. So just kind of getting my feet on the ground and getting over the jet lag, and basically firing on all cylinders now.
Nice. Now, how about gig-wise for you up in the eastern in the Northern Hemisphere for maybe in the Eastern Bloc? But how was that for you?
There's quite a few actually in the East. There's probably more in the East than there is anywhere. I've got 16 gigs in all. I've got 3 in New Zealand and 13 in Australia.
Wow.
And playing in a couple of new places that I've never played before, Port Macquarie, and I think that's the only one. I'm doing Magnetic Island, which should be pretty cool.
Absolutely. I think there'll be a lot of your countrymen there too. I think.
Yeah. It's going to be crazy, that one. It's a bit of a tight schedule getting there. There's a lot of travelling, but I wouldn't want it anyway. Other really, I love coming here. It's such a beautiful place.
What number is this? What visit for you is this now? How?
I would probably say this is about 12, maybe 14,
Brilliant.
Maybe a little bit more, maybe 15, because there was times where I was coming twice a year. But that's over a period of, like, say, 10 years. It's not too bad, really. I've not been coming back here recently, where I've just been so busy working on music and travelling to Canada and America quite a lot, building up a following over there, especially in Canada. Canada reminds me of Australia, but the weather's just a lot bloody colder.
Yeah. It's a big snowboarding scene, I guess, up there, isn't it? And sort of it's obviously during the winter, but they've got their party breaks, that sort of vibe. So we are talking to Krafty Kuts, as we said, all-time reigning king just about of the break scene. Since 2006, you had your breakthrough album called Breakthrough, funnily enough. Back then, you were teaming up heavily with the man A Skills. What's going on with you guys now? Are you still in touch?
He had a bit of a tragedy recently, which was really quite sad, and all my love goes out to him. He lost his son, who was a year old.
Terrible. Yeah.
And so we were going to we'd done some gigs together earlier on this year, and we had a really phenomenal time. He's a great DJ, and he's one of my best friends.
Yep.
So I'm feeling all the pain that he's been through recently. So he's been through a tough time, but we have got plans to get back together and do some stuff. We don't know when. When the time's right, we'll do it.
Absolutely.
And at some point, I'm just finishing off my new material.
Let's talk about that. You've got a new album on the way?
Yeah, I'm just literally 95% finished. I've just got to go in and tweak a couple of little things, and I've got one track that I've done with the Jungle Brothers and Tim Deluxe that just needs to get the vocals and the mix down on it, and then I'll go back and then go through the whole album like a fine-tooth comb, and it should be seeing a sort of March-April release.
And what sort of time frame from the start to finish has that been for you?
Oh, God blimey. But I reckon from start to finish it'll be nearly 3 years. How bad is that? But, it's just the way I work, really. I don't want anything to come out too premature,
Yeah, absolutely.
I like to hold it back. Yeah. I'm not a premature ejaculation person. I
think there'll be
man.
many people that appreciate that too, I think.
The missus. No, I'm only joking. But let's not go there. But I take influences from like funk, disco, soul, jazz. Now you've got the dubstep and drum and bass. It's all in there. It's all in the melting pot. I've had a good old stir. It's like a bit of a chef going on, making up a good salad.
Nothing wrong with that.
And basically, I'm really happy with it. It's the best work I've done today. I shall play a couple of tracks live exclusively for you guys here tonight.
Brilliant, we appreciate that. Have we got a name on the album yet?
No, that's the thing. I'm hopefully going to find some inspiration on this tour.
Well, let's do it. Yeah, let's hope that's going to happen for you. Absolutely.
And hopefully maybe some of the people out there, if you're watching and listening, if you've got some suggestions, throw them at me, because I'm always open to suggestions. But I'm very excited. It's a mixture of all sorts of flavours, different tempos, different styles. It's a real album, and I want Krafty Kuts to just be known as Krafty Kuts rather than, say, let's say, a breaks artist. You know, people think of Groove Armada and Fatboy Slim and Chemical Brothers. I'm not saying I'll ever get to that level.
Oh no, I think it's a fair reach, absolutely.
But I would love to, you know, I'd love to be at that level one day, and hopefully maybe I can. But and respect goes out to those guys who've worked hard to get there. But I want people to know me as, you know, just Krafty Kuts. Oh, he plays, you know, he'll play a Nirvana record, he'll play a Guns N' Roses record, he'll play
just
breaks.
Damn good music.
Yeah, drum and bass, and he'll mix it up, and you know, I've learned from my turntablism skills and etc. etc. Not that I'm a great turntablist, but you know, I've used that to my ability.
Far too humble. Krafty Kuts, Martin Reed's in the studio at the moment, mate. We're going to have a bit of a mix from you exclusively here too, as you said. You're in town tonight for a gig. Check your gig, guys. Give us a call here to find out exactly where the man's playing. One only show tonight in Adelaide, so get it. We got a little bit of a taste for it right now, and then we're going to come back and have a little chat afterwards, and thank you for that. So,
okay, buddy, so I'm going to be live in the mix.
Yeah, so
this is Krafty Kuts.
Done, on release for you in the phone booth.